Let's look at chain creation option. You need to have a geometry that you need to create in a chain first. So I'm opting for libraries, chain component. We have already given you more than 30 options that you can readily use. Alternatively, you can create your own chain component as you need. Right now I'm going to choose this particular curve chain. This has an offset requirement of a 5.2 from each other, each component. So I'm going into my detailing. I'm going into the Finding Studio, opting for chain creation. I also need a curve. So that curve could be a necklace, it could be a loose bracelet that I want, anything. Right now I'm going to opt for a necklace. So let's say I want a 14-inch necklace. Let me say okay to it. It's going to come as 36 centimeters. And in the chain creation now, I first specify that my distance between components is going to be 5.2 as is specified. I can choose the geometry and then I choose the curve. Wait for the geometry to be created. It will automatically calculate how many number of pieces you will need. I'm going to say okay to this. It will create the geometry and then we can render it. So now that this is created, let's go for ray traced rendering. And you'll see that it will generate a good quality rendered output for your chain. As I mentioned earlier, it could be a chain, it could be a loose bracelet. So instead of having an oval curve, I can also opt for a bracelet of whatever size. I'll get the curve that is required and you can use the same technique. So it need not be only on a circular or an closed curve, it can also be on an open curve. So I'm going for a 5.2 geometry, set curve, and it will create the geometry as required. For these objects, if you need the chain ends and so on, you can always go for clasps or chain tags, etc. available in our libraries. You can use the chain components that we have created. Alternatively, you can create your own chain components as well.